right. Let's get started. I agree. It was a phenomenal show this morning with our dear friend Cliff Schechter. By the way, I'm fairly certain that next Monday, or perhaps Sunday night, depending on how I work it out, because it is a holiday weekend-ish, I am gonna be in some form or another doing a live show of sorts with Cliff in the general Cincinnati area. Location will be secret to protect the not so innocent, and because I will be in the neighborhood because I will be visiting family over the holidays. Also, Friday, just so you know, that'll be a big travel day, flight day for me. So, rumor has it we will not have an afternoon show because I'll be in the air. But the morning show, I'm seeing. I'm going to see when I have to. I'm still arranging some of the flights to get me where I need to get before the next flight. It's a lot. Anyways, I will be, making up for it as best I can. We'll certainly have radio as per normal. Be doing it from my dad's house, which will be lovely and always confusing for the family because I always have to disappear down into his office for hours at a time to do stuff on the interwebs, which is always great when you're surrounded by, well-educated Kentuckians, but, with a Luddite streak still. And excellent, Cheryl. I think that shows taste and breeding on your part. I was born in Cincinnati, raised in Kentucky, and went to high school in Chicago. So there's a string of homes for you right there. Now, a lot to cover today, but first we must cover the chat room. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. Share the show out. Let people know we're here. That's important. Also, apparently, I am getting the notification bell problem. I am getting the thing where I'm being downvoted by I'm guessing largely Russian forces. That would be the primary one because I have Phil on all the time. Although never underestimate the CCP. So more than likely that as well. So if you could, any way you can share the show and let people know we're here and all that kind of stuff is greatly helpful. Greatly appreciated and very helpful to the show. And also, just in general, subscribing. If you've been watching, but you're not in the chat room, I get it. You don't have to be in the chat room to subscribe. I will say that. And if you are, vice versa, both, would help me if you would. Anyways, have I ever ridden the Beast, Hal? Oh, you mean at Kings Island? Indeed, I have. As a matter of fact, the first year it came out. So there you go. Yeah, it's Kremlin's. I'm not gonna. The funny thing is I feel a bit of a like I'm boasting when I claim that people have, taking active measures against the show, but quite frankly, they have. So I'm kind of proud of that at the same time. If that makes sense. Yeah, there won't be any notifications on Twitch or YouTube because of that reason. So, also, I think there's this weird thing going on over at Twitch where somebody on their board, I'm not quite sure on the details because honestly, I don't care. Is so anti-Israel in what's going on that they have been internally throttling any shows that aren't 100% pro-Hezbollah, like Hassan. Oh, Carl, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cosman. Happy birthday to you. All right. If that, because I have what I believe to be a sensible and just view of world circumstances, and I don't knee-jerk to whatever side has sort of the dominant screaming match power online. I apparently am at the whim of people like that. Much like you'll recall back in 2020 when I had first started this thing, and the guy from Universal Music Group, the attorney that was there, hit me with a copyright strike on a video of my radio show that was 4 years old, that was just my radio station playing bumper music, and used that to shut my channel down for 90 days. And he waited till we were 86 days from the election so that I couldn't live stream on YouTube until the election was over. Yeah. I gotta say, kind of proud of that. At the same time, it was really aggravating and basically an attempt by some random fucko to kick food out of my kid's mouth. because if once you're deciding to make your living doing something like this, you're all in. Okay. And by the way, Cliff, I missed Cliff's call. I'm going to call back after the show. Busy with holiday stuff. Yeah, and that's basically it. We can jump straight into our stuff. Now, obviously Trump gave a hour-long thing at Mar-a-Lago, which was a mess and whatever. But I have to say right out of the gate that okay, here, let me give you a rundown of what's possible this hour, and maybe you guys can upvote or downvote. We'll do a Reddit version of what's possible because there's just too much to cover. But let's take a look, shall we? So this is the Trump at Mar-a-Lago thing or whatever, and so this is Fox 29 posting it online. Now, there's also this weird. Hold on, let me see if I can reload it because the thumbnail on this is fucking ridiculous. There it is. That's the rusty trombone thumbnail. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to. Does he have an explanation of it? I guess not. There's a transcript, but there's no other than that. Just Biden just admitted what we knew all along, which is, whatever. That's hilarious. And it's relatively short for him. Greg Kelly, of course, miserable. Is Biden selling pardons? And this, I beg your pardon, but the seam on the cut is really bad, which means they borrowed the graphic from what he was doing live and couldn't overlap. It just looks shitty. Greg, you look like shit. It looks like shit. It's shitty. This is shit. This shit isn't worth shit. Anyways, by the way, if he is, thanks to Donald Trump's SCOTUS, tough shit. Everything he does as officially as president is he's got immunity. Wah. Seriously, even if it makes him money, I guess. Fuck you. He isn't, but even if he is, if he gets away with it, it's your fault. That should feel good. All right, then. This is, I don't know, some festering boil talking to a couple that probably stood on their lawn with shotguns as BLM protesters walk by, talking about how the United States is bailing out the CCP umpteenth time. Drone bullshit. And then, sorry. So, must watch. The title of this is amazing. Alex Jones drops some of the deepest knowledge. Okay, sure. By the way, this is like listed as 27 minutes long, but the way they do these clips, it's probably the same thing 5 times over. It's this weird thing they do to make you watch the same thing with ads. But either way, or their editor doesn't understand what a tease is, and they take the whole clip and put it at the front, run an ad, and then run the whole clip again. It's so fucking dumb. But this one, the first up and the far away, the winner, running away with it is, I don't even know. I'm worried about even showing this. It's Uncle Ted. Ladies and gentlemen, Ted Nugent, I gotta say, looking fabulous. I swear to God, he looks like a Harris voter. He looks like the election didn't go the way he wanted. I'm beginning to think he was bullshitting. Anyways, his thing is about the pardons. He says Biden's pardons are getting out of control. And again, whatever. Tough shit, I guess. Again, he's got immunity from everything because that's what you guys think the president should have. So tough, whatever. And this is Ted Nugent, I will not comply, which is, nobody's. And again, do you hunt with that fucking thing? This is other than people. Again, that's what an assault weapon is. Just an absolute mess. It's like, and again, look at the raw drywall in the background and the shit just kind of drawn over whatever. Like, is that it's a safe door is what that is. He's got like a no Indians. I don't know what it is. Like an Indian with a line. It's like an Indian throwing a spear drawn in marker on this. It makes total sense. I don't even know why I questioned it. What we do know is that his wife is insisting that he do this show from the garage. And it's Ted Nugent. He's on RAV. Host of Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. where he borrows Native American traditions, and because he has a compound bow, thinks he's native or something, or thinks that I don't know. He smokes a peace pipe around. It's fucking weird. All right, here we go. So this this is it.
I have core beliefs, and I'm able to put them in syllables that people can understand, not to be confused with Ozzy or Joe Biden. Now, Ozzy.
First of all, don't fuck with Ozzy. All right, he's still got a career, and he even had a hit show where he became the most adorable Prince of Darkness ever. So you fuck off with Ozzy.
He's a good man. Joe Biden is the devil.
That's adorable. I'm just saying, of the two major candidates and the people who've served as president in the last two go-arounds, wouldn't the devil be the guy who was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein for 2.5 decades?
He's pardoning thousands of people. So if the president, he's not even really the president. He's not in charge.
Well, then why are you blaming him? If he's not in charge, wouldn't the devil be in charge? Also, you know that one eye flinch thing that they say is a sign of devil worshippers, that you can freeze the frame and only one of their eyes is open at a time, and that's part of the QAnon belief? I don't know. Just curious. I don't know why they bring it up.
He's not in charge of his movement.
Well, then how is he to blame, and how is he the devil then? Sorry, you can't be Satan and a doddering, forgetful old fool. They don't crisscross.
Joe Biden is an evil, treasonous, oath-violating gangster. And you people that voted for him should be absolutely ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, I'm not at all stupid. Yeah, I mean, I would be ashamed if I voted for an adjudicated rapist, or somebody who bragged about sexually assaulting women, or somebody who people think is a business tycoon because he was on a show called The Apprentice where he played a fake business tycoon.
Even though 81 million of you didn't vote for him.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. When in the same way that turnout was low this time because people didn't get their votes postmated to them, Donald Trump's votes went down too. He had a lower margin of victory in the popular vote than Hillary Clinton had, but I don't assume you consider her what she had a mandate.
Maybe 60 million might have voted him because there's that many idiots in America that would vote.
That's the spirit. Nothing says Nothing says you love America like calling 65 million people
Joe
idiots.
Biden instead of
while having a flag with like the Betsy Ross flag because the rest of the states don't fucking count. You know, like Arkansas and Kansas and Montana and Wyoming and Idaho and basically everything like east of the or west of the Ohio Valley isn't really America, including Michigan.
Donald Trump, who did make America great.
Did he? How? Oh, I know. He killed off a lot of old people by ignoring COVID, and he culled the herd, I see.
Energy dominance. Yeah, we don't want that. Secure borders. That's against... We are planet of the cuckoo's nest, planet of the clockwork orange dope heads.
You know what? I take it back. He does have a way with words, and he can articulate them far better than Ozzy. Or not. No, yeah.
To allow a Joe Biden to have any power at all in America.
What about this Joe Biden? I mean, a Joe Biden, sure. If there's random clones running around, I'm sure, you know, in the infinite number of monkeys typing on infinite number of typewriters, one of them is going to come up with a Unabomber manifesto. But the primary one that's in there is a good dude.
God. Or Hillary Clinton. Or Kamala Harris. What kind of freak is that? What kind of soulless, ignorant fool would vote for these gangsters?
Also, what do you call a gangster? Seriously, I mean, Donald Trump literally has mob ties. It's one of the reasons why there's so much concrete in Trump Tower. Is it? I mean, here's the thing. A lot of these folks, like Bannon and others, when they use these phrases, you know, like crime family and gangster, when it comes to Biden and Obama, even, it's because they're trying to draw attention away from the fact that Trump absolutely is one. Ted just seems fucking dumb. And again, it's an ego-based ignorance. Right? It couldn't possibly be that he's wrong and full of shit and a loser and all that kind of stuff. It must be that that Joe Biden is a crotchety old fart who can't find his slippers, who also is a criminal mastermind.
Who did everything wrong. Well, men should be able to beat the hell out of women in athletic competition. You know, men should be
I remember that. That was in the State of the Union.
able to go into the women's locker room. That's a good policy. No, we
Notice that, like, not going anywhere near, and this is, I mean, here's a lesson to be gained from our side of the conversation about this. Notice when he talks about those things, he's not bringing up the infrastructure bill. He's not bringing up the CHIPS Act. He's not bringing up how Biden set the Chinese economy and their technological aspirations back a fucking decade. He's not bringing that up. He's going, trans. Like, that's where his brain is going.
need to import communist Chinese military men and the Taliban from Nigeria and Somalia and the Sudan and the Congo. We should invite the people who were raised and trained to kill us. We should incentivize them to come through our open border, along with fentanyl from China and the Mexican gangsters, to kill Americans.
Yeah, that just sounds like an ad. That sounds like something Ted Cruz said. I mean, basically, if you were in any of those countries and you saw an American politician on the news saying the border is wide open and you can just walk right in, it was a Republican.
That's the Democrat team. That's your team,
No, it isn't.
Democrats. And it's not the Democratic Party. It's the Democrat Party. Would you people please get it right?
No, it's the Democratic Party. We are Democrats from it, you know. You're Republican Party, Republicans, because they believe in a republic over the individual voter. Democrats believe in the democratic process. So we're the Democratic Party. Democratic Party, Democrats are the shortened version of that for the individuals. We're not a party of Democrats. We're the Democratic Party. Any more than Republicans are republics.
Oy vey.
That's the end of it. Oy vey. Just and again, when you boil down to the level of anti-Semitism that old Ted's been decrying over there, check every time he mentions the word globalist. It's kind of telling, don't you think? Also, what drones over New Jersey causing hysteria? ABC, okay, and then Jeffrey Sachs, who's an idiot. Okay, inevitable war with Iran and Biden's attempts to sabotage Trump. Who fucking who? These are just the videos they choose up. But that was, that was I guess that's the one salvageable clip that Ted's show had this week. Now, we've seen a bunch of I don't know, like this. So Charlie Kirk has this dude on talking about the drones. And apparently the president thinking, I mean, again, they're just asking questions, guys. You're watching Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide. Like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show.